All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to TCR Trinity Competitive Racing, and we are back once again as we have been for the last few weeks here in a row with another off-season special event. This is the sixth one that we're running in this off-season ahead of our season 14 that is coming up in just about 3 weeks' time, and tonight. It is at no other than the circuit Paul Ricard in Le Castellet, France, for a 50% race of what would normally be our French Grand Prix. So welcome everybody. I am really happy to see some people joining up on the stream already. And this is Blin Machine with you guys tonight. Just myself tonight. No co-commentator unfortunately. So bear with me as we're going to go through a short qualifying session as we're watching that right now. And then we're going to have a 50% race around the Paul Ricard circuit. And it's a 5.8 kilometer circuit, 15 turns. We are running the strict track limits here tonight as well to make it a little bit more interesting. We've got a 50% race coming up, as I mentioned, 27 laps, which come pretty quickly around here, about 1 minute and a half to do a lap. 1:31.022 right now is the provisional pole position by LFR Beatom, your two-time platinum champion of the Trinity Competitive Racing League. And yeah, it should be a pretty good one. We just seen the real Grand Prix around here last week. Let me know what you guys thought about that one, your opinions. We also have the Hungarian Grand Prix coming up this weekend. Let me know what you guys think about that one as well, how you think things are going to go there. But right now we're watching with Apparatus, who seems to be on a quick lap. He's making his way now to turns 8 and 9. And yeah, I think this track on the new game is pretty cool. It is not too challenging to drive. It's quite easy actually, but this whole new game, you know, the handling model and the latest patch that they have put on definitely changed something. I am feeling a difference in the handling. I'm feeling a difference in the way that the setups affect the car and aerodynamics as well. They've definitely changed something in the handling model or the code or somewhere to do with the car because they also reset all the time trial times. So the previous times and the previous setups might be irrelevant now as we watch Apparatus cross the line now, and he's up into 4th place. He's done a 1:31.534. Not too bad. D'Angelo is racing with us here tonight. That's nice to see. D'Angelo does a lot of work in the league in the background. He helps us out with, of course, our TCR podcast. He is the main producer and the director, so to speak, of that whole show. He takes care of all of the video necessities and all the technological parts of it, the recording parts, so to speak. And then obviously we've got C-Freeze and 007 Professional, who are your hosts. If you guys have not had a chance to listen to our TCR the Racing Debrief, you should definitely check it out. It's on our channel. We've got episode 3 on there now, and then episode 4 will be coming on Monday, just like they always do. The new episodes every Monday morning. You get a new one to listen to, and it's been really great so far. I've really enjoyed listening to those, so definitely check it out. But if you guys are watching this right now, welcome once again. We are here for another off-season event, 50% race in France, and I'm Blin Machine, and it's just me here tonight. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Send in some comments, because I've got nobody to talk to. So you guys send in some questions, say hi, whatever you want to do. If there's any drivers in particular you want to watch on board with, or any information you want up on the screen, just let me know, and I'll be happy to oblige. And for now, we watch D'Angelo as he's done with a Mistral straight, and he is going into turn 10 now. Very gradual right-hander there coming into turn 11. There's a little bit of riding on the inside curb there, right to the inside curb again into turn 11 still. It's a really long one there, and now into turn 12 and 13. And he's only got 14 and 15 to go here to finish off the lap. And he's actually going to pit. So I guess D'Angelo was not very happy with that lap. B-Tom invalidated coming into the pits as well. Mebby currently sitting in P4, 131.1. He is driving in the Alpine here tonight. And looks like he's also going to be pulling off into the pits. Just Jose has just set a lap time of 131.319. I think he's also on a cool-down lap. Let's see, Cali Rob has invalidated. Fire Up Flo has invalidated. And Speedy Gunner is just about to start a lap. Let's right on board with Speedy Gunner into turn 1. A little bit slow on the brake there and invalidated on the exit of turn 2. So I guess our drivers are having a little bit of issues with the track limits here tonight. That is something that I noticed this new patch possibly might have changed something as well, having to do with the track limits, because on certain tracks today that I was driving on on time trial, it was letting me go much wider than before on certain tracks. I'm not sure about others, but I guess we'll see. 007 Professional, he is cutting all of the track corners possible because he's already invalidated the lap, but he's just on an out lap now. 4 minutes to go in qualifying. We're running a short qualifying session here tonight with a 50% race. Usual format for our TCR races in all 3 of our classes. If you guys are new to the league and you want to join, make sure you check out the links in the description of the video. One of them will take you to our website where there is an application form to be a driver. You could be a reserve driver or you could be a full-time driver, whichever one you want to do. And yeah, there's prizes and trophies up for grabs this season for the very first time in Trinity Competitive Racing history. We've been around for 14 different seasons, but this one is going to be very special. You can count on it as we now watch 007 Professional on his hot lap. Coming around now turns 5 and 6. And he's going to spin it into 7, but you don't want to spin it too much because then the back end will want to snap out of you, but he is fine. He opens up the DRS on the Mistral straight. Running all the way down into the chicane of turns 8 and 9. Very smoothly through there and exits out of 9 beautifully. And now he's just got a few more corners, but they are tricky ones. Let's see how he does to turn 10. Everybody coming out for their out laps now. 007 Professional getting really good rotation on the car there. Rotates it beautifully into 12. And pretty good exit there. Make sure to keep it within those lines. Don't get invalidated now. Into turn 14. And 15, beautifully done there. 007 Professional currently in 3rd, opens up the DRS on the start-finish straight. Let's see if he can improve on his qualifying position. Yes, he can, up into P2 with a 130.836. And our provisional pole sitter, B-Tom, is out for an out lap right now with a minute and a half to go in this short qualifying session. TCR D'Angelo is on a hot lap right now. He's coming into the chicane of 8 and 9. Oh, and he completely skips over. So I think he is doing a warm-up lap on this tire before he really goes ahead and pushes it. Let's see if that's going to work out for Mebby. Also looking like he's going slow, so maybe he messed up, so might be saving up some energy to try and go again. Chargers on an out lap. Apprentice has just started his hot lap. Ooh, Apprentice very, very wiggly there on the rear end. And he's going to abort that lap. And he is retired from the session. So he has retired from qualifying. We'll still see him in the race. 14 drivers on the grid here tonight, which is pretty nice. That is good to see for an off-season event. Mebby is also done. Ooh, D'Angelo spinning on the exit of turn 2 and getting in the way of an Alpine. That was not very nice. So that's going to ruin the lap there for D'Angelo. Let's see, B-Tom now on a really fast lap, possibly. He's currently on pole position with a 130.5. 5 seconds to go in qualifying, so this is going to be everyone's last lap. It's a purple sector 2 from B-Tom. B-Tom really pushing in here. Let's see how well he's going to do in the last couple of corners. He was purple in Sector 2. I'm pretty sure he was green in Sector 1. Opens up the DRS now on the start-finish straight. Look how much track he's using. He's using every single inch he can. And he doesn't improve. He was 16 thousandths of a second slower than before. D'Angelo had that spin, so he will not be able to improve. Chargers on his hot lap right now, coming into Sector 3, into the last couple of corners. Let's see what he's going to do. Currently sitting in P8 with a 131.7. Can Chargers do any better than a 131.7 and P8? Can he jump a couple of positions up? Coming across the line now. Yes, he does. Up into P6 with a 131.4. That is a much, much better, but it's still going to be B-Tom on pole position. And there's your starting grid for tonight's off-season event. B-Tom on pole with Professional in second place, D'Angelo in third, Mebby in fourth, Just Jose in fifth, Chargers in sixth, Apparatus in seventh, Fire Up Flow in eighth, God Weeb in ninth. We have Cali Rob starting in 10th, with FND Cakes in 11th, Razorback in 12th, Speedy Gunner in 13th, and Joshua rounding up the grid in P14 with no qualifying time set. But 27 laps coming up right now of the French Grand Prix in just a few moments. Big shout out to everybody who's watching our streams right now on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you guys so much again. You guys are awesome. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and send in some more comments. The only one very active here tonight is Speedy Gunner. He's happy for Chargers, and he's saying he also improved by 1.8 seconds, but it wasn't enough. Well, you know, you race with the faster guys, you definitely improve a lot. So keep on doing what you're doing, Speedy Gunner, and hopefully we will see you improving a lot more on track, on pace, and everything else like that. But again, huge thank you to everyone who's watching. Let's get ready. Yeah, we should have a pretty good one. So yeah, 15 turns around here, 5.8 kilometers, 3.6 miles for a single lap. The race lap record here in real life is held by Sebastian Vettel. Back in his Ferrari days of 2019, he did a 132.740. And of course, in the news today with a huge announcement that he will be retiring at the end of this season. Wow. I mean, I could not believe it. Racing with Ferrari and now with Aston Martin as well. Huge icon of the sport, retiring. Who knows? Maybe he'll be back. We'll see about that. But Kimi retired last season, and this season we're losing another great name in the sport. But yeah, opens up another spot for the youngins, I guess. We'll see who's going to replace him. That's going to be a big question as well. But the TCR lap record around here is a 121.1, and that is held by a Platinum class champion of the past. That is Sean, and that was back in Season 6 and Round 7 of the Platinum class season. But let's take a look here of the Platinum class season. But let's take a look here tonight at the starting tires. Of course, this year, new rule, start on whatever tire you like. You can qualify on your fastest tire. You can start on whatever tire you like. So you can play completely different strategy games that we've known before. And I actually kind of like it. It means that everyone can really do their best in both qualifying and in the race and throughout pretty much. So let's take a look here. Most of the grid is going to be starting on that hard tire, except for 007 Professional in second place, starting on a soft, and then a Pratis in P7, starting on the medium tire. Everyone else is starting on hards here tonight for this 50% off-season race here at the circuit Paul Ricard in La Castellet in France. This is Trinity Competitive Racing, and we've got 3 weeks to go until the start of Season 14. So if you guys are interested, again, sign up right now. Check out the links in the description. All the information is there. It will take you to our website. Fill out an application form, join our Discord, and you'll be right on your way to get signed up and race with us either in silver, gold, or platinum class, depending on whether you use any sort of assist, or if you don't, we have a class for you. We have spots open, so definitely check that out. We are now waiting for everybody to line up on grid. We are having the immersive grid situation enabled here tonight as the lights go on. 5 lights. Oh, we've got some jump starts in the back, but we go racing now, and it's a pretty good start there from D'Angelo in the McLaren. Oh, big incident in the back. Razorback, FND Cakes, and Cali Rob get tangled up in a little bit of an incident there, but it looks like B-Tom has just lost the lead to 007 Professional as we now have a safety car on lap 1. We didn't even make it into turn 1, and we already have a safety car out on track. All right, I see some comments coming in now. B-Tom is saying, where's everyone at? Everyone's here. They're either racing or they're watching, hopefully. But yes, stay active. Send in some more comments. Let's see here. Jose Julio saying, back at it. I was going to watch on Twitch. Well, feel free to watch either on Twitch or YouTube, whichever one you like best. We are on both right now. And Speedy Gunner saying that the Haas drove right into me. Yes, the Haas of FND Cakes unfortunately jumped the start and ended up getting a penalty for that. And so did Speedy Gunner and got any Weeb. So I guess Speedy got rammed into and jumped the start because of that. That is quite unfortunate, but 3 drivers now have drive-through penalties. And Jose Julio saying, yeah, well, once again, safety car doing its thing. I guess so. I'm not sure what the safety car is doing. Where is the safety car? Oh, it's waiting. It's waiting for the leader out of turn 2. All right. We'll give it some time for them to go around. Let's see if anybody's going to decide to pit at this moment and maybe go for a different strategy here. It could be a possibility, but I don't see anyone going into the pits just yet. There might be some people with damage, like FND Cakes, possibly. Oh, there we go. Now we've got a pile-up into the pits. Cali Rob with a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Razorback. Yeah, wow. A little bit of a messy start here tonight. I was not expecting that. Cody Runfast says, everyone you need is right here, B-Tom. That's correct. Thank you so much. And to everybody who's watching and who's racing tonight, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining. It is just an off-season event, so no points up for grabs here tonight. So, yeah, this incidents are not really affecting much except for some of the experience for the drivers here tonight. Predicted pit stop strategy is a hard to a medium one stop or a two stop from a hard to a medium to a soft. That could be interesting. What do we think 007 Professional is going to do? He is on the soft tire now. Is he going to try and pull off a one stop from a soft to a hard and try to take this soft tire as long as he can? Or is he going to have to go for a two stop with maybe two medium tires or a medium and another soft at the end? I really don't know. Especially after this new patch, things might have kind of changed. So we'll take a look. Let's see who changed positions since we started this race. So 007 Professional has taken away the lead from B-Tom off the start. Fire Up Flow got one position up. Mr. Joshua 6 positions up from where he started. And then we have Apparatus losing a couple of positions. Speedy Gunner gaining 3, but has a drive-through penalty to his name. Got any Weeb losing 2 positions. Cali Rob losing 3, and F&D Cakes losing 3, and both of those guys have penalties to their names as well. So a little bit of a messy start, as I mentioned. We are on lap 2 under the safety car. Let's see if we're still gonna get that safety car immersive experience. That could be pretty exciting. Let's switch over to 007 Professional and see if that predicted pit stop strategy shows up again but changes the information, because I'm interested to see what the game thinks is the best strategy for starting on the softs. All right, so yeah, French Grand Prix here tonight. We also had the French Grand Prix last weekend. Gotta say, in real life, it was a little bit boring. Up until we had that Leclerc crash, and that kind of changed things up. And obviously that Leclerc crash also kind of messed up things for Ferrari other driver, the teammate, Carlos Sainz. Messed up his pit strategy, messed up his position at the end as well. But the other thing we saw was Mercedes pulling out some surprising pace that we haven't seen from them this season just yet. So maybe they are back on it. What do you guys think? Are they going to be able to bounce back? Or was that's just a fluke because of the whole situation with Ferrari and they just kind of got lucky? I'm not so sure. I don't know. Very interesting situation right now in real life in Formula 1, but also very interesting here on track tonight in Trinity Competitive Racing in this 6th off-season event that we are running between seasons 13 and the start of season 14 coming up in about 3 weeks' time. Tonight, again, we are at the Circuit Paul Ricard in La Castellet, France, and we are under safety car on lap 3. I think we should be getting a safety car in this lap. There we go. We just got the message for that. And it's 007 Professional leading the pack with B-Tom behind him, D'Angelo in 3rd, Mabby in 4th. And let's see, they're all getting packed up. This year it's a little bit more important to get your tires and brakes warmed up. So I see everybody using the track as much as they can to try and get some temperature into the tires. Wiggling around, doing the wiggle dance. All right, let's get ready to get restarted here. Speedy Gunner is saying he cannot drive, he cannot serve as drive-through under the safety car. That's correct. And it looks like we're back racing, and maybe gets a little bit late on that restart. Oh, and in the back there, we have a spin. It's Fire Up Flow. Fire Up Flow straight into the wall, a little bit too harsh on the throttle there. And he smashes his front wing off. Now we have a battle here between Chargers and Just Jose, or no, I think Just Jose is around as well. Yep, Just Jose spinning out of the exit of turn 2. Wow, I guess a lot of drivers trying to get acquainted with this track again. Oh my goodness, the Razorback was in neutral for a moment. And just going, sliding across the track. That is not good. Speedy Gunner going for a spin. This track is turning out to be a lot more difficult than I imagined for tonight's crop of drivers here. And a couple of drivers going for spins, a couple of drivers having some little incidents. We already had a safety car right at the start. So now let's get back to some green flag racing finally. And we'll see a little bit of action here. B-Tom has got D'Angelo on his rear wing. And he's closing up very, very quickly there as well. Doing a pretty nice line through turn 11. And no DRS is going to be around for about 3 more laps. Or 2.5 more laps. So we're going to have to wait for that. But pretty good battling so far. Everybody keeping close. Couple of drivers going into the pits now. Got any Weeb and FND Cakes. Do they have damage? Is that what they're going in? Speedy Gunner gets a 5-second for speeding into the pits. And he's coming in now as well. And Fire Up Flow is coming in, of course, because he needs to change that front wing, or put on a front wing, because he doesn't really have one. Got any Weeb and FND Cakes are just serving their drive-thrus. And they are back out on track now. Speedy Gunner also driving through. And Fire Up Flow changing front wing. And he's back out now. All right, let's switch over to Apparatus in P6. He is chasing down Chargers in the Alfa Romeo, and he's going to use the DRS to dive down the inside into turn 9. And he gets that move done, and Chargers is now down to P6. Apparatus up into P5. Alright, quite a few people watching tonight. Thank you guys so much again. You guys are incredible for your support of our league and of our drivers. These guys really appreciate it. A lot of the drivers watch these races and broadcast back after they finish their races in the regular season. And they really appreciate seeing the comments and the support coming in. So keep that up, as we now have DRS enabled. And I think we're going to have a little bit of a train here between maybe D'Angelo and B-Tom once we have the DRS on the Mistral straight in about a couple more corners time. There we go, coming around turn 6. Into turn 7, you can see the drivers are all taking slightly different lines through there. 007 Professional, 2.6 seconds ahead of this little DRS train. Not much happening here, though. Maybe losing a little bit of time. But D'Angelo is catching up on B-Tom very, very quickly. B-Tom defending with his ERS. And D'Angelo's just set a purple Sector 2 time. So D'Angelo definitely has some good pace here tonight. Professional on a different tire strategy, leading the pack right now. But what is he going to do for his tire strategy? I am really confused right now. I'm not really sure what kind of strategy he can pick from here. How long can he take these softs? That's the big question, I guess. FND Cakes trying to make a move here on Got Any Weeb. Got Any Weeb is a longtime veteran of TCR. Definitely has some experience behind him, but in this new game, really, all bets are off. Everything is different. And sometimes some of the guys that used to be slower on the previous game can become faster. New guys that come in, like FND Cakes, could be you know, just really quick and blow everybody out of the water. Or they could just come into the midfield competition and shake things up in those standings. We'll see how things are going to turn out. But for now, we are watching this battle going on here between D'Angelo, Mebby, and B-Tom. D'Angelo on B-Tom, having a little bit of a look there at the end of the Mistral Straight, but not enough. Is he gonna go for a move here? Nope. He is catching up by quite a bit. It looks like D'Angelo is getting a lot better traction through the corner. B-Tom is keeping up with him with his traction out of corners. And the gap to Professional is dropping ever so slightly. It keeps on going between about 2.6 to 2.4 seconds, back and forth. So they're not really gaining too much, but they're gaining just a tiny little bit. D'Angelo now much closer on this lap as they're coming into turn 3, 4, and 5. Mebby is also much closer this time around, so let's see which way this goes now. They're going to be on the straight in just a moment. And here they go with the DRS enabled now for D'Angelo in the McLaren. He's going to pull out to the left-hand side. He's going to go for the move into the chicane. And he's going to be ahead of B-Tom and up into P2. What about Mebby? Is Mebby going to be able to gobble up B-Tom as well? Or is B-Tom now with his DRS going to be able to stay with D'Angelo? That is still to come. Stick with us. Mr. Joshua here, also chasing down Chargers, closing up that gap. The Aston Martin looks very beautiful on this game. We have a yellow flag in Sector 1 and 2. It's FND Cakes. He has had a spin on the exit of turn 4, or 6, sorry. But yeah, I'm really loving the color of the Aston Martin this year. They've really done quite well on the graphics and the liveries of the cars. Let's see if Mr. Joshua is going to be able to do anything here with the DRS enabled on Chargers into turn 1. Not even close enough to have a look. But they've got a much bigger straight coming up in just a moment. So he just needs to stick behind that Alfa Romeo for just a few more corners. Only Speedy Gunner at the moment with penalties to his name, so track limits not biting too hard as Mr. Joshua. A little bit too hard on the throttle. On his way through turn 6, and he has gone for a spin. So that's that battle over between himself and Chargers. We go back over to Mebby, 0.3 of a second behind B-Tom. Professional is now only 1.4 seconds in front of D'Angelo on 8-lap-old soft tires. Now 1.3 seconds. That gap is dropping very quickly. D'Angelo not pulling away from B-Tom, but he just has a little bit of extra pace than B-Tom had. Compared to 007, it's either that or Professional's tires are just completely crying for help right now. And that's what he might be losing pace on. But we will keep a close eye because I think this DRS train is about to get a little bit longer. As 007 Professional is only 1.1 seconds ahead now. 1/10 of a second, and he'll be in the grasp of DRS for D'Angelo. And there we go, D'Angelo 9.6 seconds and has DRS. I mean 0.96 of a second, and has DRS on a professional. B-Tom now dropping out of the 1 second gap. And maybe catching up. I think we had Speedy possibly go off in Sector 2. No major incidents to report other than that. Maybe really pushing, really trying to find anything he can on B-Tom. Professional out front, 5.5 of a second, half a second in front of D'Angelo. And I think he's going into the pits now. Yes, he is. Professional into the pits. And I'm very interested to see what kind of tire he's going to be fitting on here. And it's the hard tire for Professional, so definitely trying to make it a one-stop race here tonight. And he's taken the soft 11 laps or 10 laps. He's got 16 to go. Shouldn't be any trouble for the hard tire compound. Back to the front runners now. D'Angelo leading with B-Tom in second, with Mebby in third. Mebby using his DRS but not using his battery, trying to catch up on B-Tom on the straight. Not quite doing it, unfortunately. Really nice sounds in this game as well. The engine sounds, the different audio mixes. We finally have a soundtrack to this game too. Oh, look at this. Maybe just so close behind that Red Bull. D'Angelo also not being able to pull away from B-Tom. So these three guys are just glued together right now and have been throughout the whole race. Let's see if that's still going to be the case here as we're coming up to another DRS zone. And Mebby is edging forward. Look at this pack. They are so tightly bound, I guess. They're just staying together. Ooh, B-Tom a little bit wide there through turn 3. A little bit wide also on the exit of turn 4, but he's got enough pace on the straights. D'Angelo has enough as well to stay ahead. Very impressive racing here from all of these guys. A lot of Platinum class drivers tonight. We do have some Golden class drivers. I'm not sure if we have any Silver class drivers in the lobby here tonight, or in the race. I think we had a couple Silver class drivers on Tuesday, myself included. Pretty good race we had there as well. And that was at the Canadian Grand Prix. And yeah, our season 14 coming up very soon with a whole schedule of, I think, 15 or 16 races. We're going to have quite a few of them. And some special events in between as well. The All-Star Race will be making its return. The TCR Grand Prix will be making its return as well. Multi-class kind of event there, so very exciting to watch. Or sorry, no, that's a Platinum class event, but the All-Star Race is a multi-class event. And very cool format that we use for that TCR Grand Prix. If you guys have never seen it before, we have quite a few of them on our channel. And I forgot to check which video number is this, but I know we're very close on our 500th video on YouTube. Let's see here, 497. So a couple more videos after this one for 500 videos on our channel. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of our previous seasons, if you want to see some of our previous special events like the All-Star races or the TCR Grand Prix, all of that stuff is there pretty much from about season 4, 5, somewhere around there. Very exciting stuff, and again, thank you guys for all of your support, all of our fans, all of our subscribers, all the viewers, all the drivers, all the people who work on the league, like the stewards and the graphics people and the website managers and our social media people and our commentators and just pretty much everyone else that helps us out. Massive, massive thank you to everybody at TCR for making this league grow and expand like it has been for the last 14 seasons. Just absolutely incredible to think about that. Pretty much the premier North American sim racing league on the PlayStation. And if you guys are interested in racing with us, again, check out the link in the description to our website, to the application form, and to our Discord. All of that stuff will be available to you, as there might be a move now there from Vito on D'Angelo. That was about half a move, but he might be trying again here very soon. We'll keep our eye on it. But yeah, we have spots available in all 3 of our classes. We race on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays for Silver class, Wednesday for Golden class, and Platinum on Thursdays. The difference between the classes mainly is the fact that Silver class allows for medium traction and ABS, as well as the racing line. And the other 2 classes only allow racing line as the only assist available. So whichever one you guys prefer, make sure to check the link in the description. Sign up to race with us in Season 14. It's starting on August 16th. And it will be going on all the way up into about, I think, usually November or December. So, yeah, should be a very, very exciting season. All the information available on both our website and on our Discord channel, as well as our Facebook, social media, any other social media, really. Check it out. And let us know if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out. We are all very friendly here, and we will help you out with anything you need if you want to join the league or if you just want to chat. Let's see what's going on here. Mr. Joshua having a little bit of a spin there out of the exit of turn 2. And looks like D'Angelo is battling to try and keep the lead of the race, and it looks like he's going to lose it to B-Tom. B-Tom gets around D'Angelo, and he's back up into the lead of the race. FND Cakes has another spin on the exit of turn 12. And wow, this battle for the lead at the front is very exciting to watch right now. Fantastic racing. Really, really nice and clean overtaking. And they're really having to work for it. It's, you know, they're not changing position every lap or so. They're really having to work around each other's pace and trying to do their best. And they're going into the pits. Everyone is going into the pits. Maybe gets a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Not sure how he got a 5 for that. D'Angelo and B-Tom and maybe all 3 of them coming into the pits. And looks like they're all going to be going on to the medium tires after doing 14 laps on their hard tires. Apprentice is going to take over the lead of the race for now. Cali Robb in second, Just Jose in third. D'Angelo coming out of the pits right now. He's going to lose another position here for Professional. And now this is going to be the real battle here. Professional on... Oh, and maybe DNFs. I think he retires in the pits. No, he did not retire in the pits. Did he crash on the exit of the pits? Let's check it out. Safety car coming out. We're on board with Chargers. We're going to try and see here. I think he is. Yeah, I think he crashed right on the exit of the pit lane. On those cold tires this year, it's no joke. You really have to watch it for the first lap or so. You really have to keep it cautious and make sure you get some tire temperatures and some brake temperatures before you start pushing the car properly. And I think Mebby came out of the pits, disengaged the pit limiter, and went straight for a spin into the wall. So very unfortunate there. We have our first DNF of tonight's off-season event. All right. Oh, Kelly Robb, 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. But I was going to say, safety car number 2 of tonight's race, coming out on lap 15. And that was for Mebby DNFing right on the exit of the pits, as we now watch a double stack from the Williams team. Yeah, that's definitely much quicker than it used to be, but still losing an extra little bit of time there for Just Jose. Going on to the medium tires. B-Tom switching over to soft. Sopratis switching over to the soft tires as well for the last 10 laps of tonight's race. And then obviously if you do count in the laps that we're going to do under the safety car, they're really only going to have to do about 8 laps of racing pace on whatever tire they're put on right now. So yeah, Bratis could be right up there in the run-up for the win here. Let's see how he does, but until then, we're going to have a couple more laps under the safety car. Speedy Gunner also putting on some soft tires, down in P12 right now. B-Tom on the softs, down in P7. Just Jose, brand new mediums. Professional, brand new mediums. And now, yeah, the safety car has definitely changed the situation a little bit. And let's see how the last few laps are going to go. Again, if you guys are watching, do me a massive favor, please. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave some more comments, share the video out. Let's do everything we can to activate all of those YouTube models and algorithms and make sure that you know, our video gets recommended out. It's been happening quite often now in the last couple of seasons. So, you know, thank you guys so much again for your support, but do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, share out the video, and let's try and get this out to as many people as possible. We're almost at 500 subscribers. We are almost at 500 videos on our YouTube channel as well. And it's all thanks to you guys, so again, let's get it done. Big favor. Thank you. All the good stuff. Yeah, just myself in the booth here tonight, so kind of hard to figure out things to talk about. But what else can we talk about here? Oh yeah, our TCR merch. Make sure you guys check out the link to that as well. We have hats available. We have jerseys. Those are customizable. We have hoodies, also customizable. Pants, also I'm pretty sure customizable. We have coffee mugs available, all with TCR logos and TCR special unique designs that we have produced last season, right at the end of last season there. So definitely check that out. All the proceeds go back to developing the league, improving the experience for the drivers, the viewers, and everybody else involved. So yeah, check all of that out as well. And this coming weekend, we've got the Hungarian Grand Prix, one of my favorites on the F1 calendar. And of course, it's the last Grand Prix before the summer break, 3 weeks without Formula 1. That is going to suck. And then, yeah, Hungarian Grand Prix is very high downforce, but it usually brings out, you know, the driver skills, and also car reliability definitely plays a factor around there. Hamilton and Mercedes have been kind of showing extra pace recently, and might be able to counter their lack of straight line speed at this track. And of course, Hamilton has 8 wins at the Hungarian Grand Prix already. So what do you guys think? Is he heading for a 9th, or is he going to get another podium this weekend? Are Mercedes back on the pace once again in this season? And safety cars coming in this lap. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think about the season so far, or any other teams, anything else you want to point out, your thoughts about Vettel retiring and your best memories of Sebastian Vettel. I have tons of those. Absolutely love the guy, and yeah, gonna be sad to see him go, but let's get ready for racing once again. It's gonna be about 8 laps to go to the finish. Oh, we've got another spinner there. 007 Professional, unfortunately, losing the back end of the car. And we do have a battle here for the lead right off the start. It's Apparatus taking the lead away from D'Angelo. And that difference in the tire compounds is coming into play. Just Jose now making a move for it as well on D'Angelo. And he gets through into P2. And it looks like we had a little bit of a moment there, a yellow flag momentarily. B-Tom is down to P5, lost a position there to Chargers. Not sure exactly what happened, but we'll see if he's able to get that position back. But yeah, Just Jose up into P2, Apparatus into P1, and D'Angelo down into P3. Kind of have to fight that back off. Chargers and B-Tom here really fighting it out on the straight. Yeah, exciting racing going on right now on the restart after the second safety car in tonight's special off-season event. And we are watching the battle for the lead here on lap 19. It's Apparatus leading on brand new soft. Just Jose on brand new mediums in second place. D'Angelo on brand new mediums as well in third. And then B-Tom up into P4 already. He's absolutely flying right now on his brand new soft tires as well. So let's see how quickly he's gonna catch up to this front pack. No DRS just yet, but it will be enabled on the next lap. So we will have a few more laps with the DRS enabled before the end of this race. Professional down to P7. Oh, we have a spinning Chargers there on the exit of turn 6. Not sure if there was any contact there. 007 Professional looks like he's going to be making a move on Joshua into turn 8, and that is a move done. Oh, that was a little bit glitchy there from 007 Professional, but I think he's all right. Got any Weeb catching up to Cali Rob. We've got a lot of battles going on right now. A lot of drivers very close to each other. Joshua not giving up that position easily to Professional. They're both on exactly the same age of medium tires. And then, of course, the big battle at the front between Apparatus, Just Jose, and D'Angelo for the lead and the win of tonight's race with 7 laps to go. DRS is now enabled. We're going to have 7 laps with the DRS. Very nice. Oh, we have another spinner in the back. It's B-Tom. B-Tom getting on the power out of turn 2 and going for a spin off into the off-track area, I guess. There isn't really any gravel traps or anything else around here, which was actually one of the talking points in real-life F1 after the last French Grand Prix. And it sounds like we might not see another French Grand Prix for a little while, as it's not in the talks right now and not on any preliminary calendars for the next couple of F1 seasons. I'm not sure if that's for the better or for the worse. But yeah, again, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments, guys. Do you like the French Grand Prix in real life, or are you kind of happy to see it go away for a few years and get replaced by another track? Oh, we have another yellow in Sector 3. That is B-Tom once again. B-Tom on those hard tires now. I mean, on those hot tires. He just can't keep the car together anymore. It's very, very difficult to keep the car going in a straight line when you warm up the tires too much, when you spin out. So I completely understand the struggle there. But look at this battle at the front right now. 6 laps to go, and these guys are absolutely crazy here. Just Jose, Apratis, and D'Angelo. They are right on each other's backs, breathing down each other's necks. And they're not giving each other an inch, and they're just pushing. Apratis, you would think with those soft tires, would have the advantage, but with the DRS, Just Jose and D'Angelo are able to keep up with no problem. There goes Just Jose for a move on Apratis. He's going to go for it, and D'Angelo's going to go for it as well, but Just Jose, Apratis defends on Just Jose. Just Jose still trying to battle it off. Apratis still defending down the inside. D'Angelo trying to follow suit. It looks like Just Jose is going to take the lead here, possibly around the outside. Apratis still defending as they're coming into turn 11 and 12. A little bit of touching there, tiny bit of contact. And Just Jose just manages to slip his way through into the lead of the race. For now, D'Angelo now trying another line around the outside. Apratis squeezes him off there, and he's going to have to try again. But wow, that is just unbelievable racing that we're getting to watch here tonight. And this is just an off-season event. There's not even any points up for grabs. Alright, just a few laps to go. 007 Professional is now catching up to the pack as well. He's only 1.3 seconds away. Joshua only 1 second behind him. We might be having a really long DRS train here in just a second. Is D'Angelo looking for a move? Yes, he is. He's looking around the outside. He gets bumped. He gets a little bit of a bump from D'Angelo, from Just Jose. Or from Apratis, sorry. And he's going to have to go around the bollards on the runoff. He's going to lose quite a bit of time, but still within DRS of Apratis. But here comes 007 Professional. 007 Professional trying to make a move on D'Angelo. This is incredible. Oh, D'Angelo there just losing the backhand slightly, and he's going to lose the position. And that's 007 Professional up into P3. Wow, I think, yeah, this new game has definitely made things a lot more exciting and a lot more unpredictable, which is great for us, the viewers and the commentators. I'm sure the drivers are not so happy with the unpredictability, though, of the traction model and the handling and everything else that's going on right now, but this is great. I'm loving every second of watching this, and I'm really hoping that we're going to have action like this throughout Season 14, which is coming your way in just about 3 weeks' time. Again, make sure you sign up to race with us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all the news and special events and everything else that's coming up. But for now, this is what we're having here. Look at this. It's another three-way battle here between Apratis, D'Angelo, and 007 Professional. But 007 Professional goes up into P2, D'Angelo into P3, and Apratis loses out a couple of positions down into P4. Wow. Just a few more laps to go, guys. Exciting racing. What is still to happen? D'Angelo, 007, and Apprentice battling it out. Just Jose, in the meantime, has broken away in the front, about 2 seconds ahead. And he is in a comfortable lead as long as he can bring it home, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. Back behind Apprentice and D'Angelo, it's Cali Robb and Mr. Joshua, who are within DRS of each other as well as the pack in front. So the DRS pack is now 5 cars long, with professional D'Angelo, Apprentice, Mr. Joshua, and Cali Robb all following each other with the wing open. That is quite incredible here. Let's see if there's going to be some moves to come here at the front. D'Angelo might be close enough to make a move on professional. And it looks like Apprentice with his soft tires, it's not really having any effect. He's not having the advantage that he was looking for on going on the softer compound. And there's another move there. D'Angelo with the DRS wing open gets up into P2. Overtaking 007 Professional. We have a yellow in Sector 1 and 2. It's Razorback having a little bit of a moment there, making a small mistake. It's so easy to spin these cars. Oh, look at this, side by side through turn 11. 007 and Professional. Oh, and there's a little bit of a contact. And 007 goes for a pirouette around the track. Does a big 360 and he's back on it. But he's down to P6 now. Cali Robb and Mr. Joshua getting a jump on him in that incident. And now there's only a couple of laps to go, so I don't think 007 Professional is going to be able to get it. And he also speeds into the pit lane. I'm sure he's probably going to retire there now. And yes, he does. He was having a great race up until that moment. But we're not over yet. 2 laps to go, and we still have lots of battling going on here. Cali Robb and Apprentice and Joshua. Let's see here. Cali Robb is going for a move on Joshua down the inside into turn 4. A little bit of contact. Bumping there from side pod to front wheel. Is there going to be more bumping? Yeah, a little bit more touching, but Joshua manages to keep the car going in a straight line and on track. That is incredible there. Oh, Cali Robb almost losing the back end. These guys are pushing it here tonight, even though there's no points up for grabs. It's not even a preseason test. This is just an off-season special event. But they just want to have some fun and definitely doing that. Great job from all of our drivers here tonight. Just Jose in the lead right now, about 3 seconds ahead of D'Angelo in second, Apprentice in third, Joshua in fourth, and having to battle off Cali Robb in fifth place. Gardner Weave down in sixth, Charges in seventh, Fire Up Flow in eighth, FMD Cakes in ninth, Speedy holding on to 10th place right now, and Texas Razorback in 11th. We have lost Professional, B-Tom, and Mebe so far from tonight's race. Mr. Joshua closing up on the rear wing of Apprentice. His own rear wing has just opened up the DRS flap on the start-finish straight. He's catching up by quite a bit, but I don't think he's going to have enough to go for a move into turn 1. Either way, you don't really want to go for a move here, as we have somebody spinning in front, and it's D'Angelo. D'Angelo going for a spin on the exit of turn 2, and he's going to drop down to P5. And now Apprentice and Joshua are on the podium. Would you believe that? Just everybody that you would have thought of to end up on the podium having some sort of an issue. There's another yellow flag in sector 2 now, and here's a move from Joshua on Apprentice, and Joshua is up into P2, and very easily so. Apprentice with those soft tires, they're just not working. Not sure what happened to Apprentice in this pace, but you would have expected him to be much quicker than the rest of the guys on the mediums. But maybe he just pushed them a little bit too much at the start of his stint. And now they're not producing too much. Yellow in sector 1 as we are coming to the end of the last lap here. Just a couple more corners to go for Just Jose. And I'm sure he's going to be happy with his performance here tonight. He kept it clean, kept it out of trouble. kept it on the same strategy that he was going for, and he rounds up the last corner, opens up the DRS, or no DRS right now for him because there's nobody in front of him, and he is going to finish the race and get the win in tonight's off-season event. Congratulations to Just Jose. Mr. Joshua crossing the line now for P2, might lose it due to a penalty. Yes, he does. He's going to drop down to P5, so it's going to be a Prattis in P2. D'Angelo still ending up on the podium after everything that happened to him, and he's going to be in P3. Got any Weep in P4. Joshua down to P5. Fire Up Flow in 6th. Chargers in 7th. Gally Rob in 8th. F&D Cakes in 9th. It looks like Speedy has had an issue, and Razorback has jumped up into P10, and Speedy is going to be down into P11. Very unfortunate for him. And Speedy letting us know he's got a puncture, and yes, he does. There you can see rear left puncture. I guess he took those softs a little bit too hard there. Oh, wow, what a race this was here tonight. Just Jose with the win, Prattis in P2, D'Angelo in P3, and we lost 007, B-Tom, and Mebe, who were definitely up, at the front, and they were battling for the lead and the win here tonight as well. Just had some unfortunate moments that took them out of the race. I think Speedy is now stuck. Yep. Speedy is stuck. It can't really do anything. And he's now disqualified from the session. Alright, guys. Well, that is going to be it for tonight's special event. No interviews here. Nothing to really talk about right now. The one thing we need to talk about is you signing up to race with us in Season 14. Check out the link in the description to our website where you can fill out our application form, join our Discord channel, and we will get you assigned to a class, to a team. You can pick a teammate, find out all of that kind of exciting stuff, and make sure you check out those links right now. Sign up right now. There's only about 3 weeks left until the start of the season, and we have spots available in silver, gold, and platinum class as well. There's Just Jose collecting his trophy. Alright, there's your finishing positions for tonight. A few penalties, a couple of incidents, a couple of safety cars, but all in all, very exciting racing and good battling here tonight. So again, I'm going to mention it one more time. Make sure you sign up to race with us in Season 14. Make sure you check the links in the description to our TCR merch. Make sure you also check out our affiliate sponsor, Fanatec, and everything else. Yeah, all the links are down there. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, send in some more comments, share out the video, all that good stuff. We will see you guys very soon. We're going to have another episode of the TCR podcast coming your way on Monday. If you haven't listened to the other 3 episodes that we have already released, go ahead and do those now on our channel. And again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support of TCR. We'll be back with you very soon. Until then, Blin Machine, thank you guys so much, and we will see you. Have a good night.